Hello, everyone, and welcome to the beginning of the sixth week of the IPL that is held in the UAE this year. Uh, a week of swinging fortunes, a week of quite a few dud games, and a week of some teams hitting the charts, like a Madonna's single in the 90s. Before we go ahead any further, let me bring on my friends from Kolkata and Mumbai. 12th man MP from Kolkata and 12th man Tinks from Mumbai. How are you doing, guys?
Very well. Thank you, Deepu.
Mahesha, very happy Ashtami to all the KKR fans. I hope the Ashtami is a lucky one for us today.
Hope so too. Shubha Ashtami to all of you too.
Tiku, Bengal is up against, or the KKR is up against DC again.
दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे दिल्ली कप ले जाएगी. That's what I've seen the last 6 weeks. I continue with that.
I believe I kind of agreed with you in week 1 and 2, but some team played in the last couple of weeks. I think it's a wide open IPL.
No doubt.
Definitely.
So before we go, let's get Ashlyn on screen. Ashlyn, can you quickly show us the highlight of what happened last week? Thank you very much, Ashlyn. That was a fantastic summary of the week that went by. Guys, before we get into that week and into talking about the team that fortune swung up or down, let's get on with us today. Someone from Dubai, someone who's been following the 12th man, someone who's been following the show. And for the first time, we have a female fan of the week, all the way from Dubai in the UAE. We have with us Sonam Mirchandani. Hi, Sonam, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you all. All my Kolkata fans are right there. And Shubha Bijoy today, right?
No, Shubha Ashtami.
Shubha Ashtami, yes, absolutely. Been away for long. Forgot.
I know we can excuse you for that because you've been away for what, almost 25 years now.
Yes, more. Absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Sonam, your thoughts on this year's IPL at the Dubai in your backyard, but you can't go and watch the game?
You know what? The beauty is that we can still watch it and we can still chat, we can meet people. But yes, it would have been nicer if we could go in and visit. But I would say let's look after our health first and make sure that everybody is safe and enjoy the match. But it's been lovely. It's been lovely to see how the games have been progressing. And what you thought at the beginning and how it's going is like, wow.
It is. It is. Your favorite team in the IPL?
KKR.
I know. That was stupid. I would have been surprised if you said anything else.
KKR.
You happen to be a fan of the week, but you have some of the fan followers. Pallavi Das who says, "Yay, welcome and good to see a female cricket fan." Well, Pallavi has been following us every week too, and we hope to get her on live with us one day. Your favorite cricketer so far in this IPL?
Well, I would say I like Shikhar Dhawan.
Shikhar Dhawan.
Yeah, I really like
Good
him.
choice.
He's
No,
doing
no,
very
no.
well, and I think he's one of my
Our
favorites.
own Gabbar.
Sorry?
Our own Gabbar, he's popularly known as. I remember
Yes.
the match versus South Africa in Melbourne in 2016, Deepak. You remember, like the entire crowd going,
20
Shikhar Dhawan, Dhawan.
Yeah.
Very popular guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I like him.
So Madhu, sorry guys, Sonam is aka Madhu because Madhu is a maiden name. We understand KKR is a favorite team, but do you really think they have it in them to win this year's IPL?
Now with Ferguson coming in, looking at him how he's been doing it, I think you can never say never, but yes, absolutely. I have faith in KKR all the way. I was though a bit disappointed to see them the last match. I was like, oh my god, but you never know. This is IPL.
That is true. That is the beauty of this game. I mean, you can never predict who's going to win. But you have Sonam. You seem to be making more fans than us. We have another lady on our chat who says, "Great to see a female cricket fan." We have Darshni Amit Shah from Mumbai. So I wouldn't be surprised if you start your own YouTube channel next week with interviewing us maybe on your show. But
Too late. Maybe next IPL. But think about it.
maybe you can join us and we can put up a show together.
Learning from the best, absolutely. I believe together, that's what it's team, no? Together we achieve more. So I'm KKR all the way. So with KKR people, why would I make something else? Why
Absolutely.
reinvent the wheel?
We
Absolutely.
need to change like 12 bracket wo man.
Let me tell you, I'm more man than many men. So it's all
Don't
right.
vouch for that. And Madhu, I can vouch for that.
Well, we'll take that conversation on another day because some would view that comment as a very anti-feminist comment, saying, "Why do you need to compare yourself to a man to be called a woman?" Right?
Sorry.
To me, Mahesh, let 12th man be as it is. Let not add any woes to it.
Well, even ladies team 12th man is 12th man. So
You
it's
mean WOE? W-O-E or W-O?
That's what Mahesh said. Add the vote to the man. I said, no. We all have enough votes of our own. We all married, man.
Yeah.
But yes, Madhu, thank you for joining us on this show and showing the people out there that there are so many women who follow not just IPL but cricket, the Indian cricket team, and we look forward to having you and hosting you on many more shows that we do in the future.
Thank you, Deepak. Lovely, guys. And enjoy the match today. Looking forward to seeing KKR win.
Korbo Lorbo Jeetbo Re.
may the better team win.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav. Thank you very much. Once KKR fan, always a KKR fan.
Yeah,
I'm
it should
again against Kerala today.
confidence in the last match, Deepak. I mean, getting all out for 85, that's like really bad. But yeah, but that's what happens. One of the bad days. Hoping, I think this captain is taking some time to adjust. Deepak. He's maybe trying too much, or I just do not know what's happening. Maybe the team is not responding. Something is missing.
I didn't read much into it personally. I just think it was one of those days when work. To give too much kind of importance to that one match where they were I mean, not that they've not been outplayed in the past, but one match where they were completely outplayed, one bad day happens to all of us. I wouldn't.
But the 2 games which they won 4 games in total, and 2 were games which they shouldn't have won. Like the one against Punjab, they had no business to win that game, which they won because Punjab lost that game. They didn't win it. But even one more game, I can't recollect which game that was, but they won 2 games convincingly, and 2 games they just about managed to win. So they're missing a spark this year, I feel. They had the Russell thing last year. Russell was the main guy taking them through. Narayan was taking them through. This year they're really missing something. There's no one impact player, not a single impact player who's taking them forward.
Missing the spark, maybe, but maybe they just have the right amount of luck. Something that was missing from Punjab's tournament so far. But we have a viewer that says, has the leadership change and related behind-the-scenes activity played on the minds of the players? It is something that would have bound to have played on the minds. I mean, changing a captain midway through a tournament can never be a good sign, right? And they did it. All we can hope is that it works for them. But I'm pretty certain that it would play on the minds of the players. It would play on the mind of Van Morgan. It would play on the mind of Dinesh Karthik every time he goes out to bat. And we just hope that do is right from there on. We have another fan, Anand Mehtani from the Philippines, who says KKR has no proper management or direction. There is no intent. Intent has become a very, very widely used word in cricket now. Tinku, your thoughts?
Well, it's a fact, like what he said, there's no planning going on. The way the teams have changed, the captaincy being changed midway, the shuffling of the batting order, Narayan opened, then Tripathi opened, then Tripathi again going down the order. So there's something missing, like the body language of the cricketers, the team, is not what it normally is. That's when the spark is missing in this season. Like they need 1 or 2 guys who really need to own up and take the team forward, which nobody's really owning up. I think it's only Morgan who's doing well. Now with the Lockie coming in the team is looking a little better as far as the bowling is concerned. So maybe the fortune can change.
Making a difference, Tinku.
Yeah.
Ferguson is making a big difference in the team. Like his bowling is actually making a difference. I think every team has a star. Every team has a person who shines. And it's no one shining in KKR at the moment. We want a Russell to come back. We want somebody like Narayan to outperform or something. Like that shining factor is not happening.
We have Prakash Bhuswani from Kolkata who says currently there is no key player at the moment for KKR. Something that we've all been talking about. Yeah. We have Jagadesh Venugopal from Mumbai who says they have played the wrong combination, wrong batting order. KKR won 2 against CSK and Kings 11, but also lost 2 close games. They have not done well to win the key moments. Potential weakness is bowling, which I think is now kind of largely addressed with the Lockie Ferguson coming in, because the moment you have one bowler who does 4 overs for almost nothing and has the knack of picking up wickets, those Yorkers have been mind-blowing. I believe things will turn around for KKR from now on. They're still at number 4, and they can afford to stick around there if they need to qualify. So, but the 2 teams that I really wanted to talk to you 2 guys about this week was a team that completely transformed and a team that continued doing what it wasn't doing right from the beginning. Let's start with CSK. Mahesh, I want your thoughts on what is wrong with CSK.
My heart actually goes out, Deepu. Such legendary players, such strong batting lineup on paper, but nothing seems to click for CSK this time. I feel the age factor, the team, like the current team is consisting and made out of players who belong to the next generation. So probably their team management needs to pull up and restructure their team. They need some youngsters coming in, and they need to have a right balance. That's where things are going wrong.
Incidentally, I read this morning, and I believe this is a part of what MS Dhoni said at the show yesterday, that the next 3 games that are left in this tournament, they are out of tournament for all practical purposes, right?
Yeah.
But he went on to say that the next 3 games are practice matches for next year. Is MSD coming back next year?
No, that's a good sign.
I,
As
I,
a
I
as
tell you
a
what,
Dhoni fan, I would love to see him back. I
well,
don't.
we'd love
I,
to see him back,
I,
but
I
I
still
don't see
think
him coming back.
he has a lot of potential.
I honestly feel it's time that Dhoni moved from the role of being a tormentor to the opposition to becoming a mentor to his own team, because he has the best cricketing mind ever. I don't think we've been following cricket since 1980s, right? And I haven't seen a better cricketing mind than MS Dhoni. Uh, would you guys differ on that?
Not at
Sure,
all. As a
sure.
mind, as a talent, Dibu, he can still destruct any opposition on his day if he wants, and he's the best finisher our team could ever think of or have ever.
The only team he's been finishing this season is CSK.
Yeah.
Uh, but jokes aside, I
But
mean, I
after-
hate saying these things about Dhoni because
Mm.
I think we're too quick to put them on a pedestal, and we're too quick to pull them down too. But Dhoni has done everything right in his entire career to be where he is. So if he wants to play for another 5 years and it's his decision, I'll be happy. I would not complain about it because the guy knows when to go.
Sure.
We have Pallavi Das who says intent is being spoken about a lot because on one side has teams that shows hunger like RCB, MI, or even SRH, but CSK is able to show no intent across the board. So the difference is stark. Having played a lot of sport all my life, I sometimes feel that the best intentions don't transform into actions in the field, and you want to do certain things. I don't think an MS Dhoni will ever lead a side with the intent of losing, right? But it doesn't transform into the game that you plan on the field, and then everybody starts talking. It plays on your mind, so it just keeps getting worse from there on. But if we all know Dhoni right, there will be a turnaround, uh, and I hope, for all practical purposes, that they come back and finish on a high at least, so that if Dhoni is retiring at the end of the season, he retires on a high. We have Jigadesh Venugopal again saying CSK lost key players, Raina and Bhaji, and never replaced them, and their bench is weak too. The best teams have gone ahead with good first 11 and bench players. CSK was just caught unaware. Dhoni was right about the fact that the newcomers, the newbies, the Jagadisans and
Gaikwad.
Gaikwad,
Gaikwad.
lacked the spark. When he said that, Shrikant had a go at him. But we saw yesterday's game, and be it fielding, be it batting, uh, I mean, I'm sorry to say, but I didn't see any potential there. Maybe too early, but yeah, it's a tough game. You've got to kind of, grab hold of the chance that you've been given with both hands. Having said that, I will now throw the next team, and I can see the smile coming onto his face already because a man from Punjab, Dil Bole Hari Papa, and the guy who does Bhangra all the time, Kings 11 Punjab, what a turnaround.
Superb, superb, superb is really a understatement for them. But again, it was they themselves to blame where they were. They weren't supposed to be there at the bottom. They lost some very, very easy games. They should have won it very, very easily from the first game itself. Like they should have won. It went to the super over. They lost it against KKR. 21 needed in 3 overs. They lost it over there. So they should have been right now at 12 or 14, and they're on 8 points. So from here on, they need to win each and every game. But they've started winning. That's important. The Chris Gale factor, as I had said a few weeks, about 7-10 days back, that is playing on them. The luck has come back. I think Chris Gale was the lucky charm for them, which was missing. They're finishing on games much better than what they were doing earlier. KL Rahul is in the best. He's in the form of his life. Like he can't play better than what he is, but he's just not finishing the games. He needed support, which he's now getting from Gale and the other guys. So overall, it's a good scenario for them. And let's hope they finish up in the top 4. I'll be happy.
I hope you haven't gone for your bottle of scotch just to celebrate this.
Oh no, that's some green tea.
I say you cannot complete mentioning Kings 11 without mentioning Nicholas Puran. This
Yeah.
guy is the find of the season, I would say, for Punjab 11. He is batting phenomenally. I mean, the kind of confidence and the kind of connect is unbelievable. And so is Ravi Bishnoi where bowling is concerned. So Kings 11 has found their combination of a good bat and a ball at the moment.
Well, Puran was there
One
last year too. Puran was there last year too. He didn't get many chances, but a few games he played, he showed the potential. That's why he's in the playing 11 from the beginning, and definitely he makes a big difference. Number 3, number 4, he's coming to bat, and he's made his wicket count. Like he's a real good striker with the ball, like most of the
Strike rate
Jamaican,
is so high.
like most of the Jamaican guys are. So
Puran has performed very well for the West Indies in the past, and it was about time he showed his mettle in IPL also. There is one more factor in Kings 11 Punjab which no one is talking about. Apart from Chris Gale being there in every game that they have won, there is also a certain Deepak Huda. And
yes.
Deepak Huda also came in the same game as Chris Gale did, and they haven't lost a game after that.
Yeah, so
And,
we actually don't know who's the lucky charm.
Yeah, so it could be Gale, it could be Huda. They probably need to drop one to know, but I don't think Tinku would let either of them go from here. We have Mahesh, you know Sudarshan Raga from Kolkata. Sudarshan says, I'm not a CSK fan, but I believe that all Indians are CSK fans by default because it's hard to hate Mahi and it's sad to see them in this plight. I just hope to see Mahi's magic once before he retires. Sudarshan, as I said, Tere Muh Pe Ghee Shakkar.
All are hoping.
Even CSK versus KKR, I really hope Mahi taunts KKR because you want to give this guy the kind of send-off he deserves. I mean, no one deserves it better. Any other teams that you guys want to talk about? You think that is worth a mention?
We were talking about Deepak Huda, and I remember the match in which we had a double super over, and it was Huda who came down at the second.
Very crucial innings. Did a very crucial innings. And 2 super overs in one game. I mean, that was sensational to say the least. But
I'm sure you guys have heard about Mayank's and Chris Gale's talk before the start of play. Will you take strike or should I take strike? And the boss said, "What are you talking about?" So that's the confidence in the team and the confidence he has in himself. The first ball was tonked for a 6, and rest is history. It was a lovely super over to win.
I've been watching this show very regularly called What the Duck by Vikram Sethai. And I saw one episode with Virendra Sehwag and Sachin Tendulkar. I was watching this yesterday over lunch. And, when we played cricket as kids and whatever, we've always fought about the batting order and this and that and whatever. And you assume that when you're playing for your national side, the batting order is set and everything is, works like clockwork. That's when Sehwag said something which was hilarious. He said, in the 2003 World Cup in South Africa, India versus Pakistan, Sachin and Sehwag were supposed to open. And Sehwag was very jittery about facing... Sehwag always took first strike whenever he opened with Sachin. He was jittery about facing Wasim Akram because he was very uncomfortable facing Tom Holland to Nathan Beacon, Wasim Akram to the... So all the while they were on the ground, before they went to the pitch, he kept telling Sachin, Paji, aap strike lena, Paji, aap strike lena. And Sachin kept telling him, no, I'm number 2. I will stay there. Sachin did not give him the comfort till they walked out and Sachin walked toward the striker's end. And I found it hilarious to see that cricketers at that level, professional cricketers representing their country, also face these kind of pressures and mental battles and stuff. But that's what makes them great, that they overcome that. And we all know what a Sehwag and a Sachin Tendulkar have done, especially in that match versus Pakistan. Any other point that happened this week that you'd like to bring up? I think Shikhar Dhawan has been a revelation in the last week. For that, we will bring in our little champ, Rudransh Das from Mumbai, to take us through the players of the week. Hey, Rudy.
Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hi, Rudy.
Hello. So this week, as everyone has been saying since the last 2 week which has gone by, I wouldn't be surprised if I'll be surprised if anyone didn't know the answer for Player of the Week. But it is the Gabbar. It is Shikhar Dhawan. It's not just for the fact that Shikhar Dhawan's got 200 runs in 2 games, but for the fact is how he got it. In the second game, he did score a century and obviously couldn't convert it to a win for his side, Delhi Capitals against Punjab. But I think what Mark Nicholas was saying, and it's a fact, if you guys are seeing the scoreboard, every time Shekhar Dhawan reached 100, that run he ran to get 100, it was on the 57th ball. So they were telling that why not get 57 as his lucky number? And maybe, just maybe, like Chris Gale, Shekhar Dhawan can get his real number 42. And today, as he's playing KKR, who have not been the best side in this IPL, yes, they're top on, they're fourth on table, but maybe Shekhar Dhawan can get a century with 42 balls. 42 balls. And the bowler of the week is the Chinnaswamy death bowler, Mohammad Siraj. People didn't like Mohammad Siraj for the fact is that when you talk about RCB's death bowling, it's been the problem. It's when people bowl death overs in Chinnaswamy, you get beaten up for runs. Uh, Mohammad Siraj, even when he walked up to ball against KKR, and you saw his wickets, how many matches, you could see that that economy was averaging 13 plus. So, but yeah, if you saw his bowling economy from 13 has now turned to 2. And yeah, he bowled against KKR in the first game against Sharjah, but obviously went for a lot of runs. And to come back against the same opponents in a bigger outlet, Dubai International Stadium, it was my daughter's birthday actually, and to see the way he was bowling. Obviously, first time that anyone has got two back-to-back maidens. And the funny thing was, both these players, Shikhar Dhawan and Siraj, have both got a record, broken a record, one for two centuries back-to-back and two maidens back-to-back. So I was very reluctant of keeping them first because I thought like a lot of bowlers, people will be thinking like Andrek Nokia, a lot of bowlers and batsmen who are not performing well, who are performing well this week, and I'm not getting them. It's because we're not yet in the playoffs, and when you come in the playoffs, you know how these players who are right now performing, how they can perform. So that's it for the player of the week.
Super Rudy, as usual.
Thank you.
As
Rudy, when will you stop amazing us?
I know. I can keep on listening to him.
Thank you.
But Rudy, Omar, do you have a girlfriend, Rudy?
No.
By the time IPL finishes, I think via our channel you might get one. Because
10 years old.
why does that matter?
There's no age to that. There's no age to that. Deepak uncle is 57. He can still get one.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, but 47 years
it-
got difference.
Okay, I'm sorry I brought that up. It's a cricket show, guys. But Rudy, you've heard of that saying, and I don't mean to demean Mohammad Siraj in any way, but they say Allah Meherban to Gadha Pehlwan. And it was just Mohammad Siraj's day. He went out and could not do anything wrong.
I also wanted to say something. If I don't know if you heard the post-match presentation, but it was with Harshay Bogle and Virat Kohli. They were telling Harshay Bogle that last year, whenever RCB, you saw that there are a lot of problems, and they kept on getting different players. It was never working out. But Harshay Bogle told that this year, whatever you're touching is becoming gold. They got Chris Morris against CSK. He stopped CSK from becoming CSK. Mohammad Siraj comes, gets up a couple of wickets. So whatever they're touching is gold. And you know what comes with gold? The IPL trophy.
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. So good to see that you're smiling when someone else is winning and not CSK.
It's not that I'm not smiling. There are a lot of bad moments if you're a CSK fan, just like yesterday's game. But CSK is not the only team in this IPL, and there are a lot of other teams to support.
Okay, your mom just sent a comment saying Rudransh clearly did not understand the saying, Deepak. Go back to her and ask her what it means. Or let me just explain to you. It means that when God and luck is on your side, then even if you're not very talented, you'll make it big, right? And I think you'll agree with that because Siraj is not the number one bowler, does not even automatically feature into RCB's first 11, but it's for him. Good for him. I'm happy.
Even the fact was that I was seeing Harshay Bogle kept on saying that a lot of these players like we just saw Siraj and Seni, both of them have been playing so consistently. They're playing quite well, but they've been on and off in the India squad. And I was actually telling my mom At the end of this IPL, I don't think the India squad we are used to seeing with Sharma and Dhawan is going to change very different. With Tewatia might be coming in the squad, so it's going to be very different after this IPL 2020, and that's what everyone's saying. The IPL 2020 it grooms up new players.
It indeed does. In fact, it's something we spoke about earlier, and I don't know if you follow or not, but there is something called a Challenger Cup in India, where the Indian main team plays the Indian A team and the B team. That's the second and the third round, right? And they started this concept, I think, about 10 years back or maybe longer. And I don't remember the first 3 or 4 editions, anyone but the Indian main team winning those trophies. In the last few, it's been the A team or the B team that has been winning, which clearly shows that there's fantastic bench strength in the Indian team. A lot of players waiting on the sideline coming.
It's also unlike CSK because they have a lot of teams in the sidelines because like say right now Dhoni is retired. So when people would say that if I say 10 years back that Dhoni is retiring, they'll be like, oh no, we have no one left. But now with Rishabh Pant, Sanju Samson, you already talked about the different wicket keepers which can come for India. There's a lot of variety in India's dressing room and they've yet to come.
Very true. Rudy, thank you once again. What a fantastic insight you gave us. It's a awesome pleasure talking to you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend, buddy.
You should change your surname to Rudy Boycott. Jeffrey Boycott. Because you're such good in your comments.
I heard Gaikwad, so I was very confused. Why am I called Gaikwad?
Boycott, Jeffrey Boycott. So it should be Rudransh Boycott.
Tell him as long as it is not Boycott Rudy, Rudy Boycott is fine.
Yeah.
Not Gaikwad. No, not him.
Anyway, take care, Rudy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Rudy. Have a good game. Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye-bye. The game's already over now. What will CSK win? This is just practice matches for them. Their normal matches have gone.
But they'll win. They will win. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
The fact is that what you're seeing now is that I was very shocked to see that what's happening now is with the pitches getting slower and slower each time in the first innings. You think that what happened right now in this IPL's team batting first started winning, and now teams bowling first are winning. So I thought that would happen opposite because you know that after a certain amount of time it's playing, then the pitch slows down. So very different this IPL is.
Very true. Rudy, we got to start getting ready for the game, so we will call you and we'll continue this conversation offline. For now, we will take you off. Thank you, and we will see you again next Saturday.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye, Rudy.
Bye. Thank you.
I love talking to this kid, man.
He's a prodigy, man. I mean, the kind of knowledge he has, and how deeply he studies cricket. He's gone down to every player, every.
He does not.
He can even become a politician. Loves to talk.
He's not reading from anywhere.
Yeah, he's observing people. Yeah.
All in his mind.
He engage in a conversation and come up with new thoughts which he's not prepared for also, which is absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, if you think this is fantastic, we have another child prodigy with us, Jian Shah from Mumbai, who was a part of a Predict the Winner contest for last week, and he got 7 out of 9 right.
Wow.
Very quickly, let us get on board. Hey, Jian.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jian.
Hello, Jian.
Jian, Mumbai fan?
Yes,
Yeah, I can see the smile. But you think Mumbai will win this year too?
yes. Like they have such good seamers, and the batsmen are doing such great in the whole tournament. Like Pollard is back in form. Quinton de Kock is in good form. Ishan Kishan, as we saw yesterday, is in good form. I
But
think
Mumbai has never won 2 seasons back to back.
that's what they're going to make history this time.
Excellent. Are you ready to make your predictions for the coming week?
Yes.
Because how do you make predictions? Do you sit down and study the performances of the team, or is it just like eeny, meeny, miny, mo? What is it?
So I check on the how the teams have been doing on the before matches, like how they're doing, which bowlers doing better, and then I compare both the teams and I check who's doing better. I check on the pitches and I then if the bowlers are doing better on this pitch, that means they have a greater chance. And then the people who are in form, like mostly people like yesterday would go for Chennai, but Dhoni is not in form, so that is also a big major part to the thing. So yeah,
So studying each and every game, that's good. That's really good.
So while you're doing all this, where do you study?
like I don't take a lot of time to study the thing. I take only 10 minutes. Like I like cricket so much. Like I can just see the pitch and I can get to know what's going to happen. Like
Oh wow.
Wow.
Awesome. That is awesome. Well, Gian, we thank you for coming on the show, taking part in the contest. We'll be sending you a hamper very soon. Like I told your
thank
mom on
you.
the phone, your son has already started earning and feeding you guys at a very young age. Is your mom around? Can we say hello to her also?
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
I'm like completely zero in cricket. So all I'm here to make sure that hamper is coming. And Paneer Pasanda from Tinku Chef. So that also I'm looking forward.
Definitely. Okay.
But he's done really well. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having him.
Gian, we will bring you back later on when the playoffs start because we have a competition amongst all the winners so far. So we'll
Yeah.
keep you posted on that, and we hope you win the mega prize too.
Okay. Thank you.
Keep playing.
Take care,
Keep
buddy.
playing. Take care.
Yeah.
Guys, let's look at the points table and quickly, share our thoughts on that. Ashwin,
So
can we have the
KKR
points?
batting first. KKR batting first. Delhi won the top.
Excellent. Well, an afternoon match, it really doesn't make a difference because there is no view. That is what our points table looks like, ladies and gentlemen. We have the most unlikely one at the pack, someone who has qualified in each and every qualifier in all previous editions of the IPL, is sitting right at the bottom. Chennai Super Kings with a mere 6 points. Last time I'm talking about Chennai Super Kings today because it really breaks my heart to see them there. But Tinku, do you see the top 4 changing this week?
Yes, they will. According to they will. I feel the top 3 won't change, but the fourth there is a scope for Sunrisers, Kings, and even Rajasthan. Like all 3 teams have a chance to come up, but it's going to be tough. The fourth place, the main fight is between for the fourth place only. I think the top 3 are sealed for now. I don't see them changing.
So your dislike for KKR is by birth or by friendship with Mahesh and me?
Never. I love both of you guys, but the thing is, cricket is cricket. Like if you're asking me, actually speaking, Kolkata don't deserve to be in the top 4 because they haven't really played the way they should. Even others like Sunrisers, Kings, Rajasthan, Chennai, none of them have played well. That's why they are in the bottom half. But KKR somehow, as I said earlier, too, are missing something. Maybe if they get that spark in today's game, things can change. One good game, 10 ball 40 by a player, and things will change. One like Loki bowled, so the team should be upbeat because of his bowling. So they need a couple of batsmen to strike hard.
Okay, so let me put this question to you. You say you don't see the top 3 change.
Yeah.
Next Saturday when we meet, who do you expect to be at number 4? Name one team.
One team. I would love it to be Punjab.
No, who do you think it will be? I would love CSK to be on the top, but I know it's not getting there, right?
But according to me, next week we'll see Sunrisers at 4.
My top 4, do you think they'll change in the coming week?
Perhaps it's going to be same. Top 3 is going to be same.
Okay. Mahesh, your thoughts on the top 4? Do you see any changes in the coming week?
Deepak, today's match will make a big difference. If KKR beats Delhi Capitals today, I feel KKR will maintain their position. In fact, what I see that between Delhi Capitals and Royal Challengers, I feel Royal Challengers being at number 2. I feel they are the most consistent team performing with Kohli getting into form. RCB is the team to watch out. I mean, though I would love KKR to be on the top, but I would agree to, even if you remember, we were talking to Anand Saraf from Kolkata. Even he observed that RCB is one team who we feel there's a change this time in this year compared to the last years. RCB is one team to watch out. So if you ask me the question of top four, I think Mumbai remains at number one, RCB comes at two, Delhi comes at three, and KKR remains at number four.
So that's your prediction for this the
That's
next
what I
update.
feel. Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. There's something that I mentioned to you guys the other day, that RCB has always been a team of champions. What they're doing different now is becoming a champion team. You can suddenly see them rally around each other. Virat Kohli has struck form. AB de Villiers, destructive as ever. Uh,
Legend.
I won't be surprised if RCB takes this all the way through, and I really hope they do, because it would do immense amount of good for Virat Kohli, who has stood by this team, come hail, come storm. It's been more storm and more hail, but let's hope that from here on they do well too. I really think it's going to be a good week for KKR, and I don't think KKR will be placed for number 4. Matter of time, we will know very soon. But I think that that loss in the last game versus Mumbai would have
Shaking
Mumbai
the-
or was it
Mumbai.
Mumbai, right? Yeah,
To Mumbai.
that would have really hurt. And they have some great champions in the team. I won't be surprised if they turn it around from now on. Well, the game coming up the coming week, Ashton, can we have a quick look at those? So we have KKR DC today, Kings 11 Punjab, Sunrisers Hyderabad also today, and the rest you can see it on the IPL website. You can see it here. You can take a screenshot. So guys, these are the games that we will go through this week, and when we meet next week, we will be discussing these games and watching the highlights. We really look forward to a lot of good cricketing action this week. Guys, any expectations of any team doing anything different in the coming week?
Well, there's a lot to play for. Like the teams in the bottom half and KKR, like from number 4 to number 7, all of them, it's a do or die game for all of them. So each team losing any further games is like they are virtually knocked off. So it's a virtual knockout tournament now for RCB, for KKR, Punjab, Rajasthan, and Sunrisers. So each of their games are going to be very interesting.
True. Mahesh, any particular game you'd like to keep a keen eye on?
I would like to watch the game between Sunrisers and RCB. Sunrisers and Kings Punjab, sorry. The game, because these are the two teams which are trying to come on the 4th spot. So I would like to see between them who is the better team. If anything happens, who comes in. So that is the team which I'm going to watch it. And another match which I'm going to watch is RCB and KKR once again, because the last match was completely outplayed, and I want to see, is it actually that, or was it a bad day for KKR?
We have Darshini Amit Shah telling us this is a really amazing platform to encourage kids to put up their view. Thank you, Darshini. We are happy to see kids step up and have a chat with us about cricket, something that we've all grown up loving. And any kid who loves cricket, reach out to us. We would love to have you on the show, purely because football is not our game. Cricket is our game. Cricket is the game that India loves, right? So to the younger generation, you might have your favorite clubs in Liverpool, Chelsea, and the works, but this is where our heart is, right? Guys, a parting note to our viewers before we sign off for this week.
Have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy with family. Stay safe. Corona is still very much here, so don't indulge too much in going out. Wear your mask, sanitize well.
Mahesh, any thoughts?
I would say happy Durga Puja to everybody. Enjoy this festive moments. Enjoy this festive mood, but be very careful. As Sting said, be very, very careful. There's a lot of corona spreading, so keep a watch and enjoy the IPL.
True, guys. The festivities in India have begun. We are in the season of festivals. So IPL is no short of a festival anyways. So let's make the most of it. Let's have a lot of fun. Keep watching the games and don't forget to come back next week, next Saturday, 2:30 to watch us live again. Thank you for all the love.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.